Welcome back to another Mercs Legion War Recap video. We just had a tough loss against this Chinese clan. It was a low star war on both sides. We had some solid defenses against some questionable attacks, but on the flip side, we didn't finish all of our attacks with that third star. This was evident in our total percent destroyed. If you take a look here, it shows that we had 1.75% total destruction more, but we only had 3 stars less than them total. What this means is the fact that they were able to finish their attacks even though we did a higher percentage overall against their bases. We had some very close attacks that should have been 3 stars, but due to a couple of minor errors and poor choices, we just couldn't finish off the base for this war. For me, I had 1 solid attack and 3 that should have been 3 stars, but talking about it with my clan, I found the errors and I'm going to try to avoid those things in the future here. There is a lot going on in my head when I go through an attack, and I'm sure it's the same for you. The thing is, don't give up or throw your device in anger, but instead study your attack, find out where it fell apart, and practice how to avoid that part in the future. Are you going to be a 3-star attacker right out of the gates? No, probably not. However, push yourself to be a 3-star attacker who doesn't make the same mistakes twice. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this recap. Would like to go ahead and show you the first 3-star I did against this, well, the only 3-star, okay, against their number 8. So, first thing I'm looking at doing here in this Gola Loon is we need to get the Clan Castle lure. As I've seen in the past, getting the lure is best. With the Clan Castle this close to the edge, there's no reason why you shouldn't get that kind of a Clan Castle lure. Drop the giant, get the Clan Castle lure, and the reason you want to drop a giant instead of just 1 barb is because you want to make sure all the Clan Castle troops come out. So a little bit of a patience getting the funnel started, making sure the golem is tanking, and then we're going to send in the royals as part of the kill squad here. And I did kind of mess up on my spell drops in this attack, but it wasn't horrible. I was able to get the jump spell in the correct spot to get the king locked on to the enemy archer queen. Wizards are coming in on the backside, doing a great job of cleanup on the funnel. Okay, so now that that's down, we're going to send in the Clan Castle Lava Hound first, and then start sending in my Lava Hounds. Why the Clan Castle? Well, the Clan Castle is a max Lava Hound, and I'm only at level 1 Lava Hounds right now. That's the other reason I took a Lava Hound in my Clan Castle instead of a max Golem. I needed the extra firepower for my main part of the attack. Alright, so we're sending in the balloons surgically here. The hounds are going in, tanking nicely on each of these air defenses. I've learned that taking one more hound than air defenses is what seems to be working well for me with level 1 hounds. I'm sure that might change a little bit with low level air defenses and higher level hounds, but for now 1+ each air defense seems to be working. Alright, something else I did is I decided to not use all of my balloons for my attack. Why did I do that? Well, that's because I have trouble with time, and I wanted to make sure I had enough time for cleanup. So, spreading them out at the very end of the attack was a way I could ensure having some cleanup in those hard-to-reach areas of the base. So, this attack didn't need those extra loons, and it went just fine. One of the other things I decided to tweak in this attack was instead of taking 3 rage, 1 jump, I decided to take 2 rage, and then that 2 haste spells, and that seemed to make a lot of the difference right there. Just giving me 2 extra spells just to push them through to get to where I need them to go. Alright, the second one is against their number 7, and this is Bloom 609 doing a really nice Govaho. Again, look at where the Clan Castle is, top side of the base. We're going to be able to get a nice Clan Castle lure. The Quad Quake spell comes down to open up a nice part of the base. Now some of you might be saying, well, he didn't reach the core. That's okay, that wasn't Bloom's intent right there. His spell wasn't wide enough. What he needed to do is be able to get to the Archer Queen. The Archer Queen was going to be stuck behind 2 walls. Where she is right now is where she would have stopped. So, by using a Quad Quake spell, they're able to get into that enemy Archer Queen much more efficiently without needing to use a lot of wall breakers, so that way he can use more of his troop space for the hogs. Now, I like this here. In this spot right here next to the expo, we have a double giant bomb set. But because he was able to come in on the short side of that double giant bomb, the bombs triggered one at a time. That's a really great way to defuse a double giant bomb. Now, over on the exact opposite side of the base, there's another double giant bomb. However, because the enemy Archer Queen and Kill Squad was responsible for this part of the base, the Hogs and other troops really didn't have to path over that double giant bomb early in order to do their job. So the Valks were able to walk past the double giant bomb before it went off by the Wizards and Witches. So long, Wizards and Witches. Thank you for your sacrifice. Once that's down, this base is really easy. We knew where all the traps were. Teslas were in the core, as pretty common. Noticing a lot of common themes as you look at Town Hall 9 bases. Put your 4 Teslas in the middle and your double giant bomb somewhere in the base. Yes, there are other variations to that. However, that seems to be what's most common. So use that when you're planning your attack next time. So really nice Govaho attack by Bloom609. Alright, let's get into the last one I want to show you. And it's by our leader, FourHorsemen. And this attack, he does a couple of really great things in his Goho. In Hog attack, you always worry about, that's right, bombs, giant bombs. Also, you need to worry about the clan castle. Now, if you looked right there, he was able to do a easy clan castle error. Let me go back and restart that just so you can see it again real quick. And we're going to pause this so that way you can see exactly what's going on. And wait for it. There. So what he did is he dropped a giant in the middle of the base. How he did that? Well, he looked for a little hole that's in there. Sometimes you're going to find a base with a 1x1 hole in it. Don't think that this is an entry point for your entire army. That rarely works. Instead, that's usually a trap, or it's just, oops, they put the Tesla in the wrong spot. The wall was maybe got moved accidentally. It could be a little error. It could be intentional. Either way, don't use it as your entry point. Instead, do what FourHorsemen did and use it as your entry to get your clan castler. It's also going to help tell you where some of your traps are. So because we were able to drop a giant there, it was able to tell us that there are no giant bombs right there, just 2 Teslas, and that's going to help us plan the attack that much more. Alrighty, so 2-on-2 kill squad coming in with 2 witches, a wizard. The barb is optional if it's not in your clan castle. Really efficient kill squad there. The witches are just going to keep sending out Larrys like crazy, and they're going to consistently distract the troops in the clan castle. Alright, so breaking into that one compartment here, this is the great compartment to get into because this enemy Archer Queen is getting ready to jump over the wall. Their golems are able to help tank for the queen. Barb King walks in, and notice that he's also defused 2 giant bombs right there as well, using the golems to do that. In a hog attack, if you can try to get around double giant bombs by using your kill squad to defuse it, more power to you. That's awesome. Now over on the exact opposite side, we have another double giant bomb set. The hogs are making their way. How are you going to avoid this? You're going to come in on the back side. The goal is to take out the air defense and the Teslas about the same time that the archer tower and cannon mortar go down. If you look at this, those giant hogs walked right past each of the giant bombs, except for that last one, and walked right into a heel. So awesome job, FourHorsemen, for being able to get in there and take out a double, or get around a double giant bomb set. Enemy Archer Queen is still up, beating on the clan castle. He dropped a few cleanup troops around the outside of the base, and we are down to just clean up at this point, folks. So really nicely planned out attack. Something else you could consider is taking a balloon or 2 as cleanup at the end also, but it just wasn't necessary in this base. Excellent job, FourHorsemen. So some really nice 3-star attacks in this war, even though we didn't finish with a victory. Just a few reminders for you guys: if you're doing a lava loon attack or a gola loon style attack, make sure you put your heals in the spot that's going to most optimize your balloons and pups. If you are doing some type of Govalo attack where you've got the Valkyries, make sure you funnel them well to get them into the core like you saw Bloom do today. And then if you're going up against a really tough style of base, whether you're Town Hall 8 going up against an 8, a 9 going up against 9, a 10 against a 10, take the time to plan out your attacks. As you can see, FourHorsemen spent a lot of time, put a lot of thought into planning out that style of an attack, and had answers for all the little tricks and traps that base had to offer. So excellent job by planning, and good job to the Mercs Legion, even though we didn't pull out with a win this time. Hopefully we'll be able to get a win on our next time around. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button at the bottom and subscribe to our channel. Pass this on to all your friends so that way we can keep the channel growing and helping your clan to get better. This is Eureeka Havoc from Mercs Legion, helping you to clash without fear.